their mercy. Om Agyanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Karamaya Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guroho Shri Jutapadakammalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Namao Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauramani Pracharini Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarini Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhutya Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. So I welcome you all again to this beautiful program called the Bhakti Pravesa. So as I said, this will be a 50-session course. We will just have a brief introduction about this program, and towards the end, I will share with you the details. So in the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna delineates 4 yoga processes: the Karma Yoga, the Jnana Yoga, the Ashtanga Yoga, and the Bhakti Yoga. So these are the 4 kinds of yoga systems that have been delineated. So of the 4 yoga systems, the Bhakti is declared to be the most sublime. Yeah. In the 6th chapter, the last verse, Lord Krishna declares, Yoginam api sarvesham madgater antaratmanah shraddhavan bhujate yomam teme tutamamadaha. Of all the yogis, that yogi who shraddhavan bhajate, with faith and devotion, whoever worship me is the best of the yogis. So this has been declared by the Supreme Lord Krishna himself. And again, in the 12th chapter of the Gita, Lord Krishna again and again reiterates the supreme position of Bhakti. Yeah, and he calls it Raja Vidya, Raja Guhyam. Yeah, the supreme, it's the most confidential knowledge that he was wanting to impart to Arjuna. Yeah, and that's what has been declared in the 9th chapter. And in the 12th chapter is exclusively on the process of Bhakti and how it is superior and simultaneously simple and sublime. Yeah, so these are some foundational points that I'm sure most of us present here are aware of: the supremacy of the path of Bhakti. And I would want to share a small video with you. And Shravya, can you share this video? The video that I had sent you?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. So all of you, please watch this video, a short video of 5 minutes, very illustrative. And towards the end, we will just have a discussion. Yeah. Okay. So if you all have seen this video, can you share what you feel about this? What's your understanding of this video? Maybe I'll just take one or two. Yes, anybody wants to share their thoughts on this? You can unmute yourself and speak. Yeah. Okay, so Aarti says that if we choose God, then He gives us everything. Okay, Prajna, if we choose God over materialistic things, God will provide all of them automatically. Very nice dimension. Interesting. Yes. God gives you more happiness than what you choose. Okay. Okay, so all these are very interesting thoughts about the whole topic. So this is what is, if we, okay, fine. Everyone will leave us, but God will not. Okay, if we choose a thing, that thing will be available. But if we choose God, He will give you everything. Very good. Deeper. Yes. Very nice, insightful. Choose Krishna and He will give you all you need. Okay. Very nice. So I will, yeah. If we have God with us, we need not worry about anything material. He will provide. Great. Every time we have two choices, but we choose material things. Very nice, Roshni. Yes. It's the story of all of us. Yeah, we're always given these two choices. Yeah. But hardly do we choose Krishna or God. We always take the material thing and we just run away. Yes, that's a good observation. Yeah. Okay. So I just want to connect this illustrative video with a very nice pastime in the 10th canto of Bhagavatam. This is when Lord Krishna and Balaram, they leave Vrindavan and they come to Mathura. So when they come to Mathura, they're still in their, attire of the cowherd boy, typical, a small dhoti and forest flowers and, they sported the look of a cowherd man. But now they've entered a city, Mathura is a city, so they have to change their attire a bit. So they were looking around for some garments to wear. So at that time, when they're walking, they come across a washerman. So he was having a set of very expensive, colorful, bright clothes with him. So when Lord Krishna and Balaram saw them, Krishna went and asked the washerman, hey, I like these clothes. Can you give these to me? And Krishna asked very politely. So at this, the washerman, he replies in a very rude and arrogant way. Don't you see? These clothes belong to Kamsa. Yeah. And how can I ever give you anything? You seem to be just like normal cowherds. Don't you dare to even touch these clothes. So in this way, the washerman gives a very rude and arrogant answer and reprimands the Supreme Lord without understanding his position. So at this, Krishna gets angered. Just with his hand, he just chops off his head. There's a reason why. So the washerman lays dead over there. So seeing that the remaining washermen just run away from that place. So then, Krishna and Balram pick up those clothes and they start moving ahead. So when they walk ahead a little, there was one person who was like a tailor. So he was so fascinated by seeing Krishna and Balaram walk towards him. He stops them and asks, oh, my dear beautiful lords, can I have the pleasure of stitching nice garments for you? So Krishna was immediately so pleased with his hospitality and his loving words. And Krishna says, yes. So at that time, immediately, the tailor, he picks up some garments and he makes nice, chadar and dhoti for both the lords, Krishna and Balaram. And he offers them to them with lots of love and devotion. So Krishna becomes so pleased. He wears those garments and he says, thank you very much. And he blesses him then and there that I give you Salokya Mukti. That is, you will, after the end of this life, you will come back to the supreme abode. And not just that, in this lifetime also, you will have no dearth for money. So in this way, he just showers his blessings and both Krishna and Balaram move ahead. And as they're walking ahead, they come across another very special devotee. This devotee's name is Sudama. It's not the Sudama who, offers Krishna the chipped rice. This is a different Sudama who's there in Mathura. And he is a flower garland maker. Okay. So he invites Krishna and Balaram to his home. A lot of love and affection and devotion. And he actually knows his position as a supreme Lord. So as soon as he invites the Lord to his home, he offers heartfelt glorification, saying that, oh Lord, you're the supreme controller, the maintainer. Yeah, our home, our lives, and the lives of our generations before and after have all become glorified simply because today you have placed your lotus feet in our home. There can be no greater fortune for us than this moment when you have stepped into our home. And saying that, he glorifies the position of the Lord, that you are beyond the three modes. Yeah, you are the supreme cause of this entire universe and beyond. And today, how can I explain my fortune to have simply the darshan of your lordships? Saying this with tears. And he's a very simple person. He's not very rich. So saying this with a lot of gratitude, tears, and devotion, he just brings 2 garlands that he made with his own hands. And these 2 garlands are very special, that they're made with very different and variegated flowers, and the garland that has been made with a lot of attention. You see, whenever you see a garland, you can make out with how much of devotion this garland has been made. Yeah, the combination of the flowers and the way they are put together and the symmetry and the shades, a lot of details goes into garland making. So, he brings the best of those 2 garlands and offers it to Lord Krishna and Balaram. And Krishna becomes so pleased with this devotee, that he says, please ask me anything and I will bestow you. So at that, very interestingly, Sudama, the garland maker, asks for 2 benedictions. I do not ask for anything, my Lord. I simply ask for this benediction of perfecting my own devotional life and then to serve the Vaishnavas unconditionally. Yeah. So these are the 2 benedictions that he asks. Not something just for himself, but he asks for the benediction of serving the devotees of the Lord. And Krishna becomes all the more pleased with him for his attitude, not just thinking about himself, but asking to serve his devotees. If you really want to please the Lord, mad bhaktya puja bhyadikam. That is greater than the worship of the Supreme Lord is the worship of his devotee. Yeah. So when Sudama asked for this benediction of, I always want to serve your great devotees, Krishna's heart melted. He was so pleased. And he gave these 2 benedictions, and not just these 2, he said, I give you more. Saying that he showers him with so many material opulences. So many material opulences. In this lifetime, you will never have any dearth for money. You will wallow in riches and prosperity, yeah, and in unlimited, material fortune he gives, unasked. Imagine, he never asked, Sudama the garland maker, he never asked for any material riches. He simply chose Krishna and his devotees, like what you had seen what you have seen in the video. Yeah, everybody chose the material prosperity, the money, the gadgets, all the goodies, and they have always rejected God. In our life, at every point of time in our life, we are given choices. Actually, every moment after moment, we are given choices. Yeah, today we are what we are because of the choices we have made in the past. And we will be what we would be because of the choices we will make today. And this choice making is not once in a while, it happens moment after moment, day after day, week after week, and month after month. It's an ongoing process. Yes. And currently, actually, my research topic is all about this. Yeah. What goes behind choice making? Yeah. So Sudama chose Krishna and his devotees. Such an amazing, brilliant choice. This is like in Kaun Banega Crorepati, this is 1 crore, $1 million choice. Imagine Krishna himself is coming and asking you, tell me what you want. And he just chose God. He chose Krishna and he chose service to his devotees, which are the 2 super excellent choices. So being pleased, just like you had seen in that video, the girl, when offered money and God, she chose only God, right? So when she chose God, she took home God, and along with God, along with Krishna, when she opened up, there is everything. Yeah, the rest of them got only one goodie, but she got all of them together. So similarly, Sudama the garland maker, he just heartfully, honestly, sincerely only chose Krishna and service to his devotees. So as a result of which he got both plus unlimited material fortune. So this is bhakti. Bhakti is such a sublime process that when you approach Krishna with that selfless attitude, always desiring to serve the Lord and his devotees, we get much, much more than what we have ever expected. But for this purpose, we should not start expecting that, okay, because I'm going to get more, I will choose Krishna. Krishna is, he's not easy to deal with. Yeah, he knows the intentions in and out. Okay. So, but then this is the glory of bhakti. The glory of bhakti is that when we choose Krishna in our life, say yes to Krishna and no to the mind, no to the senses, no to the unlimited pullings and pushings of Maya, then what's in store for us is simply unimaginable. So we should have that faith in making the choice. When I choose Krishna, certainly there is something very auspicious for me that's waiting me. So that this in a nutshell is what the process of bhakti is all about. So Bhakti Pravesa is that program which will give us a strong foundation on the path of bhakti. Yeah. So we have made this a 50-session course because essentially there is many devotees are beginning the process. They understood the philosophy. They understood that, yes, this is the process and the supreme path is bhakti and chanting is a process. But somehow, the foundation is not going deep. Yeah, somehow the practicality of this path is not realized. So such a need amongst all the people who are convinced about the path but are not knowing a practical way of getting there. This course is especially designed to assist and give that helping hand and bridge the gap. Technically, if somebody is doing the syllabus, the gap between DYS and Bhakti Shastri is what is Bhakti Pravesh. Yeah, it's an entrance. It's about understanding about what Bhakti is all about. In the Nectar of Instruction, Srila Rupa Goswami says, Bhakti is not some kind of a sentimental speculation or imaginative ecstasy, which many people mistake it to be. Yeah, sentimental speculation. People think Bhakti means just go and break some coconut, stand in front of Lord, cry, and whatever, in some kind of a sentimental expression. Nor is it some kind of an imaginative ecstasy. Some people think Bhakti means just being lost in some kind of a world of your own. It's not imaginative, it's real. It has substance. Yeah, so it is not an imaginative ecstasy, nor is it a sentimental speculation. Its reality is in action. The two greatest Vaishnavas this whole world has seen is who? Hanumanji and Arjuna. Yeah, both of them are great devotees. And both of them fought big time world wars. Yeah, one in Treta Yuga and one in Dwapar Yuga. Yeah, Arjuna fought the Kurukshetra war, and Hanumanji fought a massive war against Lanka. Yeah, so they are in action. Their bhakti is in action. It's not passive. So what is this bhakti, and how do we practice it? And that's what the whole Bhakti Pravesa, this course, is all about. And what are these 50 sessions that we have? I just want to share the screen with you. I will just share with you the overview of the course, the syllabus. Just give me a moment. So this is divided into 5 themes, the entire course. Yeah. The 5 themes are starting with the 5 S's, the sadhana, Sadachar, Seva, Sangha, and Sankirtan. So let me just show you what it is. Yeah. So let me share the screen with you. Yes, I'll keep the forum open for questions towards the end. Right now, I'm just sharing the syllabus with you, what we are going to do in the course of next 50 sessions. So this is a course, the Bhakti Pravesa. So we're going to have 5 themes, as I said. One is Sadachara, Sadhana, Sangha, Seva, and Sankirtan. Okay, so Sadachar, first topic is Sadachar. Sadachar is the etiquette. Yeah. So the journey of a spiritualist begins with how one conducts oneself, especially in front of Guru Janas, the teachers. It's a very foundational aspect. This is what Lord Krishna spoke in the 4th chapter. Tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshayanti te jnana jnaninas tattvadarshina. Yeah, first thing is tad vidhi pranipatena. First learn how to offer your respects to your teacher. So it's about self-conduct. Yeah, the conduct of a person, which is so important, which is foundational for the practices of devotion. Without appropriate conduct, one cannot practice devotion. No matter how much sadhana they might do, no matter how much seva they might do, if one does not cultivate the right attitudes, if one does not cultivate the right etiquettes, yeah, then everything that a person does is superficial. So it so happens the person, a devotee especially, they pass through many years of practicing their sadhana and doing many services, but unfortunately they lack some basic qualities, some foundational qualities, because of which they struggle a lot, and because of which the continuation on the path of bhakti becomes very troublesome. So in order to equip oneself for a smooth sail in the journey of bhakti and the path of spirituality, the foundational aspects and core aspects is sadachar, the qualities that are required to embellish one and empower one on the path of devotion. So these qualities, I have made them 10, and especially I have made them more relevant to the women, called the Nari Bhushana. It's in fact applicable to anybody for that matter, because this is the qualities a lady should have probably while serving the superiors, and even a male should cultivate while serving the spiritual master. So it's applicable both ways. So the 10 important qualities, starting with Atma Shaucham. Atma Shaucham is purity of the mind. Yeah, this will be our session, the first session, which we're going to have in the next class. Then there is Gauravam, respect, Dama, self-control, Sushrushu, right service attitude, Sauhrida, loving attitude, Madhuravacha, fine speech, Dhriti, steadfastness, Shama, patience, Patavanvika, expertise in duties, and Suvilasa, liveliness. So these are 10 qualities, important qualities that form the framework of proper sadachar. Sadachar is appropriate etiquette or behavior. So, I was just recently hearing that, beauty is something a person can earn, by performing pious presence. But a combination of beauty, character is rare. Yeah. And much more rare than that is a combination of beauty, character, and conduct. Yeah. So character is more internal. The internal, your ethical values, your value systems, your moral values, and what you stand for, that forms your character. Sometimes internally a person might have a very a bright character, but for that to translate into one's conduct, into etiquette, that's even more rare. So whenever you see a combination of these three, beauty, character, and conduct, one has to think it is a special mercy of the Lord, that this person has been specially blessed. Yeah, because it comes only by mercy. Yeah. So all we can do is, we do our endeavor to attract that mercy. Yeah. So this sadachar, these are especially those qualities which make us beautiful in the eyes of the Lord, that make us more lovable in the association of our dear friends and devotees. Yeah, more amicable in our own amongst our own family members. Yeah. So these are sadachar, are the 10 foundational qualities that are required to practice bhakti. So on the foundational platform of proper sadachar, then we understand how to begin our sadhana. So I received so many questions from many devotees that, Mataji, I'm unable to be consistent in my sadhana. I'm trying, but my rounds are either the quality is dropping down or the quantity. So why sadhana is on a very shaky platform? It's because the sadachar aspect is not properly formed. Yeah, when the sadachar is well formed, on the strong foundation of good sadachar, when we learn the blessings of Vaishnavas, our sadhana becomes more consistent. Yeah. So sadhana that's the second theme. We will deal with the 5 potent forms of the Bhakti and 2 sessions each. So we will have Sadhu Sangha, Nama Kirtan, Bhagavatam, Mathura Vas, and Sri Murti Seva. This is core sadhana aspects. And we will learn about each of these 5 potent forms in details as to how to apply it in one's own life and how to practice it practically in one's given situation. Yeah, so this is about sadhana. So after Sadachar, we will then enter into the realm of sadhana. Then, so you will yourself, most of you are into some practice of sadhana, I'm sure, at least 80% of who have joined this session. Please go through this forum for the next 10 sessions and see for yourself how this is affecting your sadhana. Yeah. So after going through the first 10 sessions of Sadachar, what kind of impact this is having on your sadhana, you can always give us your feedback. Yeah. So it's a very systematically designed course. I'm very happy to share that His Grace Radheshyam Prabhuji was very happy with this syllabus. And he even suggested that at the end of this 1 year, we should have a book that is based on this syllabus. So it's so then we have blessings of great Vaishnavas. That's what actually makes it effective. So the third aspect is Sangha. Sangha is after learning about the Sadachar and Sadhana, we're going to have 3 topics of Sangha. 2 sessions on Krishna Tattva, 3 sessions on Guru Tattva, and 5 sessions on Vaishnavas. Yeah, about the prominent Vaishnava Acharyas in our Sampradaya and what are some great qualities. So this we're going to learn in the topic of Sangha. So after then coming into the association of devotees, then we're going to learn about different aspects of Seva, how to render wonderful service. Yeah, so Seva is like, this is what attracts, the brownie points in devotional service. Yeah. So we're going to learn about some wonderful attitudes that actually make our little services win us great brownie points. Yeah. Seva is something so beautiful that once my Guru Maharaj was telling, what is the kind of service that Rukmini is offering to Lord Krishna Dwarkadish? She's just fanning the charmer. Apparently, it's a small service. But it's pleased the Lord so much. It's won the heart of the Lord. Yeah. So most of the times we tend to calculate seva in terms of achievements, and that's where we tend to get confused. Yeah. So all this confusion is because the foundational understanding of what is seva bhava, or the right attitude, is lacking. So in this aspect of seva, we're going to learn about attitudes, and not just attitudes, we're also going to learn about some skills. So in the skills session, they're going to be a very nice online description about how to offer bhoga, some basics of deity dressing or deity worship, rangoli making, or guest reception. Especially guest reception is such an amazing service. There are so many verses in the Mahabharata where Yudhishthir Maharaj speaks about the glories of guest reception. And he gives very amazing details and nitty-gritties of, what is the significance of guest reception and how it should be done appropriately. So these very rare details will be discussed in these sessions. The art of serving and honoring prasadam. Yeah, especially serving guests. How should one serve, food in a manner that will please your guests? And different festival celebrations. Yeah. So what are the different festivals that we celebrate, the significance of them, developing the right mood before we celebrate and celebrating in the right way. So all these details will be discussed in the topic of seva, attitudes and skills. So in festival celebrations, we will also discuss about some management principles. Yeah. Yeah, and then Sankirtan is about just spreading the bliss. And this is for those who are really interested. And there are some, we will share with you some, like if somebody is interested, it's hard to contain bhakti within one's own heart. So once you begin to feel the bliss of bhakti, you cannot hold it for long. You really want to share it with as many. Yeah. So we will, in this forum of Sankirtan, so there will be inspiration and direction of how to practically spread this bliss. That is, give meaningful and valuable social contribution so that one's energies are directed towards uplifting people and humanity around us. And I can tell you there is no greater satisfaction than this. Yeah. If I ask you a question, do you find greater joy in giving or taking? Yes, for one who has tasted the joy of giving, it's undeniably it's giving. Giving gives greater joy than taking. So most of the time, there are people who really want to give, but in this session of Sankirtan, we would discuss about channelizing our energies in a very focused and meaningful way, so that the effect is more amplified and the recipients are happier, yeah, and the outreach is more effective. So these kind of certain practical management aspects and organizing skills we would be teaching in the section of Sankirtana. Yeah. So we talk about preaching strategies, value education, book distribution, teacher trainings, about kirtans, outreach programs, devotee cares, do's and don'ts of counselings, fundraising, coordination, and management. So these are all like all the astras. So this is how the whole syllabus is designed on the 5 S of spiritual life. This Sadachar, Sadhana, Sangha, Seva, and Sankirtan. So in this journey of 1 year, so 50 sessions is more or less, it's 1 year. Yeah. So a month, if there are 4 sessions, 12 4 48. So even 1 year is not sufficient. By next Kartik, we will be able to complete this. So what is required of you for you to benefit from this course? So as a teacher, I will state my expectations. As a student, certainly you can come up with what you are expecting from this course once I complete this. So I expect that all of you, please come on time. Yeah, we will start the session on time. Let us respect each other's time and maintain the time frame decorum by starting the session sharp at 7. And I will technically end it by 8. If you have any extra questions, maybe I can spend a few more minutes on that based on the requirement. And number 2, I would request each of you to please turn on your videos and interact as much as possible. And this 1 hour in a week, please put aside everything. Yeah, please put aside everything, because after many millions of births, a person comes to the process of spirituality. Bahunam Janmanam Ante. And of that, very rarely people take to the process of bhakti. And all of you are those special souls who have chosen bhakti. You're really that special soul when you're given another option, you chose bhakti, because choosing bhakti means you're choosing Krishna. In fact, it's greater than choosing Krishna. You're choosing service to Krishna. It's not an ordinary choice. So let this choice be meaningful and bear its true fruits. And for this choice to bear fruits, you need to be consistent. Yeah. Regular. Sincere. So all that is expected of you is every Tuesday, this 1 hour, devote exclusively for this session. Give your 100% and you get 100% from the course. And certainly you will yourself get back with tangible benefits of what you experience. as a result of going through this course. Yeah, it is very systematically designed. It's designed with a vision. It is designed by the blessings of great souls. And I can assure, if you give your quality time and attention to this 1 hour every week, it will definitely give you that fruits. That will make you very fulfilled in your heart and connected to the Guru and connected to the Supreme Lord Krishna. That is what is yoga, right? So what is expected of you is this 1 hour of exclusive attention. Yeah, and keep a book and a pen beside you. Come and stay in a quiet room which is undisturbed by external disturbances. Don't think I will multitask. I can travel and attend a session. You will not derive much benefit out of it. I'm telling you very frankly. Yeah, give yourself time, prioritize. If you prioritize Krishna, Krishna prioritizes you. Yeah. So, and 1 hour every week, dedicate yourself to the session and come prepared. Yeah, with a book and a pen and some water stay in undisturbed environment. And every week, material in the group or some relevant videos, the group will be active through interactions, and you can post your questions, queries in the group, and such discussion will be beneficial to the listener, to the speaker, and even to the people just around. Everybody will benefit. Okay, so this is the brief course outline. Anybody has any questions or any requirements, please let me know. So we have 7 minutes more. I can keep the forum open for questions now. Yes, any questions or comments? Yes, great. Yes, thank you, Ayushi. I'm so happy to hear this commitment from you. Yeah. So this is what Krishna says in the Gita. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam stataiva bhajamyaham. Yeah. So in whichever way you approach me, I will reciprocate to you accordingly. Just as the washerman, how he approached Krishna, he approached with rudeness, with arrogance, with indifference. So Krishna reciprocated, yeah, with his rudeness in a rude way. Yeah, but Sudama, the garland maker, he approached Krishna with devotion. Krishna filled his heart with unlimited blessings. This is simply the nature of Lord Krishna. However we approach him, he reciprocates accordingly. Any other questions or discussions? Any questions about the syllabus? Yes, they will be in English language. RPG. In Hindi, majority of the devotees who are attending here are from the Telugu speaking background. So Hindi will be a little difficult for all of them. So they'll essentially be in English. Yeah. So there was a question from Sai Satyajit that there is no temple from Garut Mantulu, but there is a temple for Hanumanji. Yeah. So Garuda is there in any Sri Vaishnava temple opposite the altar of the Lord. There is Garuda staying there. There is a small altar. In fact, Garuda Alvar is also Peri Alvar in the who actually the father of Andal. Yeah, when Bhumi Devi descends as Andal, then as her father, Garuda descends as Peri Alvar. Yeah, or Vishnu Chittar, his name is. He's none other than Garuda himself. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Sadhana. I also look forward to meet you on a regular basis. And please drop in your name, your information sometime on it's good to interact on the WhatsApp group that has been created. And your regularity will fetch you what you desire out of this course. And I can assure you on that. So thank you all very much. If there are no questions, we'll just end the recording. I'll just keep some time to interact with the newcomers. Yes, so Meghna is asking this question, how to build dedication? So this is a very important question. So how to be more dedicated and emotionally strong. Yes. So first of all, to be dedicated, point number one is one should find the right thing to be dedicated to. Yeah, the right object to be dedicated to. When your object of dedication is great and you're convinced about it, then dedication comes automatically. Yeah. So for example, in the normal life, we are dedicated to materialistic goals, like getting a great job or a good placement, yeah, or having a good pay. So when these are our goals, then our dedication is on and off. And even such a dedication does not give a fulfillment. The whole concept of dedication itself is taken for a ride. Yeah. So what is important for dedication is proper goal setting. Yeah. One should set one's goal in the ultimate purpose of life and align all of one's immediate goals, short-term goals, and long-term goals in alignment with that ultimate goal. So when all your goals are in alignment, then the dedication naturally springs forth, because you see everything in the direction of what you ultimately want to achieve. So there is no lack of motivation, or there is no lack of there is no confusion in where you want to go. Oftentimes people lack dedication because they do not know where they want to go. They achieve immediate goals they have set for themselves, but it's like, so what? So what next? How is this related to my happiness in the long run? So people lose out even after achieving short-term goals. So that is why goal setting, starting with setting your ultimate goal, is a very, very important aspect. Once that goal is set, so make all your goals in alignment with that ultimate goal, then dedication comes naturally. And I'm telling you this not theoretically, but this is what I have practiced in my life in the year 2005, when I have come to the path of spirituality. So all my energies are like scattered. So it took me a while, and this is not a 1 day or 1 year program. It's an ongoing journey to bring all your goals into alignment. And now so many ask me, how you do so much, how do you get this motivation, everything, because slowly, this alignment comes, this fine tuning comes, this direction comes. It's, frequent, it's a dedicated hard work, and also by frequently consulting our mentors. Yeah. And understanding what is the ultimate goal, and according to our given life situation, aligning all our immediate and short-term goals in tune with the ultimate goal. That gives dedication, which is natural, which is sustainable. And that makes you emotionally strong. And you're pursuing your ultimate goal with all dedication. Certainly you're emotionally very strong as well. You're not disturbed by the petty things of this world. Yeah. The goals, Meghna, goal setting is the most important aspect that can help one. Okay. Any other questions? All right. So fine. We will end the session here. Thank you all very much. Yeah.